Welcome everyone to Holy City Happy Hour, hosted by Charleston Culinary Tours. My name is Charley.
My name is Palmer.
May the 4th be with you, Palmer.
And also with you.
What are we talking about tonight, Palmer?
Well, there's a lot of events coming up. There's a lot of holidays. We've got May the 4th, which is today. Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. And then we've got Mother's Day coming up.
We sure do. Please feel free to comment if you have any questions or have any comments about what we're talking about. We'd love to hear them. Otherwise, sit back and enjoy. All right, let's see what's up first.
You've got some Vertical Roots stuff, some exciting hydroponic news, I believe.
Yeah, so Vertical Roots, really cool company out of Charleston, which I just learned is the largest hydroponic container farm in the country. I had no idea, that's how significant they were. But yeah, so hopefully we're going to see them expand even further because they're a really cool product, but a hydroponic farm. They also work with Amplified Ag, AG Inc., which is what helps supply the technology to do what they do. They're the technology, Vertical Roots is the farm, but they're ultimately the same thing. Anyway, they just made the announcement that they are committing to reducing their company's food loss or waste by over 50% by 2025, so 4 years from now, and then aiming for 100% by 2030. So they already have something like this in their Charleston facilities. They're going to be working to implement into the Columbia facility they've got, and then any other facilities they're going to be expanding to in the future. So really exciting.
Very exciting. I love this hashtag no waste, no lettuce.
Waste, no lettuce. Yeah. So follow that hashtag, and then also Vertical Roots and Amplified Ag on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. They're going to be using this hashtag to talk with chefs and farmers and other people in the food industry of zero waste tips and tricks that you can engage yourself. They're also something to keep an eye out for. They haven't announced anything official yet, like with the food loss / waste, but they're also going to be looking to establish goals for circular packaging, which essentially that it's packaging that's not one-time use, that it'll go back to the facility, it'll get cleaned, and they get reused again and sent out. Because that is one thing. If you are buying these products, it is plastic containers. So they're looking to have benchmarks announced for that in the near future. So yay!
Very cool. Love to see it, Vertical Roots. Thanks for the update. Keep doing what you do. Keep growing. Yeah, nice to see they're at the top of their market, top of their game.
Indeed. And their stuff is good. It's just really good, crisp, clean lettuce. I love this stuff.
Up next, very exciting. I'm very excited about this. Dell'z. If you guys are, been following us or follow Charleston Food News, you might know that the fine family in charge of Dell'z took a bit of a sabbatical. I think at the end of last year. I think they had been pretty busy. I don't think they were actually too badly rocked by COVID. And they are a Black-owned business and a woman-owned business, so I think they actually got a lot of love. Sort of middle end of 2020, but decided that, they wanted to take some time off for family and relaxation and just to regroup. And they've announced that they're back, which is great. Woo-hoo! Mike and Mama Dell are back from their world tour sabbatical. Michael's new lifestyle perspective makes us all proud. Not sure what that means. Sounds great. Anyway, stop by and you can order for lunch. You can order online. I'm assuming you can just go and get stuff. Their jazzy nachos are my personal favorite, so I'm excited to go get some of those because I've really missed them. But they're great. Again, family-owned. Mama Dell. I love Mama Dell. This is a great little picture. And her daughter and the rest of her family have been running it for years. They used to be downtown, but they're definitely a staple. And I didn't throw it in with all the other things they do. They are plant-based / predominantly vegan. So if you're somebody who's trying to eat less meat, this is a wonderful, one of the best places in town. So we were, all of us that are not big meat eaters, were very sad when they took it. We're like, what are we going to do?
They're good. They're just fantastic.
Yeah.
I was a heavy meat eater. I love Dell'z.
Yeah. And that's, that's one of the great things about them is it's not, anybody will love their food, carnivorous or not. Anyway, we're great. We're so happy to have them back. Congratulations. Welcome back. Dell'z. Glad to have you back on the scene.
Indeed. And they're in West Ashley now, right?
They're in West Ashley now.
Very cool. I'm excited.
Me too.
So excited to get those chips and the Dell'z sauce. Oh,
sauce, it's magical. It's so good.
Excited. All right. So next up, I mean, we can do this by eating at Dell'z. It is officially Eat Local Month.
Cool.
Big event that you eat as local as possible for the month of May. Low Country Local First, which is a local nonprofit. So they do an Eat Local Month, and this is as of, when was it? Saturday, the first of the month, they've started their Eat Local Challenge. The concept behind it is that you commit $10 or more of your weekly food budget to local offerings. The idea is that you shift $10+. So if you're already doing stuff, you do a little bit more. If you're not doing it at all, you should. There's a lot of great produce coming out of the surrounding area right now. We are in strawberry season. We're at the very end of asparagus season. Anyway, all kinds of good stuff. I can talk about our agriculture forever. But you can sign up to be a part of this Eat Local Challenge. And if you submit receipts showing like, hey, look at me, I am eating local, then there potentially will win prizes. Yeah, sign up and eat local.
Very cool. Easy to do. And always, if you are looking for places to do that, follow us on Instagram at Charleston Culinary Tours. We'll say it again at the end because I'm always posting local stuff for you guys to go by and eat, consume, get takeout, whatever you want. While you're eating local, another great way to eat local, it is the last month. This month is the last month we have to enjoy workshop, which is sad. Makes us a little sad, but we knew this was coming down the pipe. There's a lot to love, so if you've been missing it, the weather's beautiful right now. This is a perfect time to go sit outside in the lawn, enjoy their little outdoor bar they have, and enjoy. They've got their whole list: sushi on Mom's South Blazing Star, South Philly Steaks, new tacos, Bourbon Street Catering. So you've only got a month left. I know I've been like, I'll go. We got a little bit more time. We're down to a month, so get in there and get your workshop before the month is up.
Speaking of workshop and their alumni, one of the first stalls in workshop was a place called Spanglish Cocina and Kitchen. They opened up their own brick and mortar in West Ashley. There was some serious financial drama that went down with Spanglish and the owners.
Really?
Yeah, like a lot of debt and unpaid payroll, and suppliers weren't getting paid, and lawsuits. Anyway, it seemed like it was a hot mess. Well, they got new owners now. They are going to keep the name for now and keep the menu, but they are going to slowly start essentially a rebranding. They're going to change the name, they're going to change the theme and the menu, and it sounds like this is going to be taking course of the course of several months. But yeah, it sounds like there's going to be a huge shift in how this operation's operating.
Interesting.
Head chef is Mike Fitzhugh. He was formerly out of Establishment. He is quoted as saying, "We're going to operate it like a big boy restaurant." So just to get an idea of what it was like maybe before all this.
Like a toddler's, right? Like it was like if your child was running the restaurant. It's like, I don't got to pay anybody.
But yeah, so the owners, they're now up in Greenville doing another project. Apparently it's going very well. But yeah, so new things for Spanglish going on. And if you want Spanglish as it was, go now, because it is going to slowly be changing into something different.
And good to know. Good to know. All the hot gossip. That's the tea, as the kids say. Well, a different tea that has absolutely nothing to do with Spanglish, and isn't really much of a tea at all, but is a fun thing to know about, is that it's crawfish season. And that's not drama, that's just a thing. Many people usually associate crawfish with New Orleans, Louisiana. I don't know what accent that was. But we have them as well. And Cafe Rue, which is I believe a food truck that we have here, a lovely Louisiana-themed Creole food truck rolling around. Chef Robert of Cafe Rue does crawfish boils. Apparently he's well known for his crawfish boils. And he's doing pre-orders for them right now. They're a big to-do, and if you guys know about our low country boils or our frogmore stews, very similar. Spicy crawfish, corn, potato, sausage, all boiled together with seasonings, and you eat them with your hands, and it's a fun, messy time. So if this sounds good to you, the limited pre-order window, order by May 9th. So that deadline's coming up. Pick up on May 15th. $20 for 2 pounds, $8 for each additional pound. I think that's pretty reasonable. I don't know. And pickups at Free House Brewery. So this sounds good. If you have an event coming up around May 15th and you want to have a big old pot of crawfish for that, then get on Cafe Rue. Chef Robert will make you a boil. It'll get here before you know it. So put those crawfish orders in toot sweet.
Mm-hmm. As you're celebrating your mom's like, oh, wait, hold on, Mom. I got to order some crawfish.
I got to put this crawfish order in. Don't forget. What's coming up? More Frothy Beard.
More Frothy Beard. So this Saturday, they're going to be hosting the inaugural Holy City Classic with the Low Country Barbell Club. So if you want to check out some weightlifting demonstrations / competitions, I assume, head over to Frothy Beard on Saturday.
This sounds to me like I imagine a guy in a unitard and with a handlebar mustache.
That's what I hope is happening. And it's like they're big round balls that very clearly say how much is on there.
They've been inflated though.
So we've got a couple of openings, relocations that are coming up. They haven't happened yet. They've just been announced. So as we've mentioned before, I am not a French-speaking person. I have not studied how to pronounce things, and I should know this word because it is aplenty in the culinary world. But Brasier Le Banc has announced they will be opening early summer. Former abandoned building for quite a while, a place called One Broad. That's the address, is One Broad Street. It got massive rehabilitation a couple of years ago.
It is a very, very cool space, an old bank, I believe, and it's beautiful inside. I think One Broad make great use of it at the restaurant. So I'm excited to see. I definitely can envision it as a French brasserie. We'll see. You can envision it being French.
Yes, indeed. Yes. And yes, it was a former bank, thus the name, Le Banc. That's where it's coming from.
Nice.
I'm curious if they're going to, because when One Broad restored it, they really did try to keep a lot of historical elements, including there's this little hole in the ceiling that indicates where a cannonball came through during the siege of Charleston during the Civil War, and there was a big fire, and they created these tables out of these charred pieces of reclaimed wood from the space. So they did some really cool stuff when One Broad happened. So I hope they maintain all of that, and I'm sure they will. It's being run and opened by the Indigo Road Hospitality Group, which is one of the more prestigious restaurant groups in town. Stephen Palmer, who is the owner of the Indigo Road, he's a 3-time James Beard Award winner. He won Best Restaurateur about 2 years ago. Again, James Beard Award is like the Oscars of the food world. So he won Best Restaurateur. And so he's opening up another restaurant. And apparently this is his I've always wanted a French style cafe type place. So that's what's going in. Early summer is the expected opening date. Chef Jeb Aldrich will be heading up the kitchen. So yeah, really looking forward to having that space back and as a foodie space.
Yeah, very cool. Miller's All Day. We like Miller's All Day, and they're going to be opening closer to you, Charlie.
Yeah, not as close as I'd like, but that's okay. So Miller's All Day, they are located downtown on King Street, very close to Broad. They're fantastic. Really great, coffee bar kind of program. Their sorghum waffles are fantastic. Great biscuits. It's just really good brunch food. They try to source as locally as possible. It's a collaboration with the owner of What's their new name? Marsh-Hen Mill.
Marsh-Hen. Good job. Henmarsh.
Henmarsh. Marsh-Hen Mill. They're going to open a second location on James Island, woohoo, where I am. They're taking over the old Zia Taqueria space on Maybank Highway. But don't worry, Zia's not going anywhere. Well, they are, but they're just jumping across the street to a bigger space so they can serve more tacos. So yeah, looking forward to both of those excellent restaurants opening up closer to my house.
Cool. Well, one last thing on the horizon, and this one is coming up in not the far future, but toward the end of the month. And I feel like usually we try not to announce things or like to kind of talk about things that are farther-ish out, but I think this is going to sell out. I actually wouldn't be terribly surprised if this wasn't already sold out. So this is coming up at the end of this month. It'll be the 26th of May, 6 to 8 p.m. Butcher and Bee and Black Food Fridays live with Chef KJ Kearney. And Anson Mills, they're doing this together. So this is going to be a multi-course dinner with local sausage, Roger Wood food sausage, red clay hot sauce, beverage pairing, Virgil Kane and Justin Wine. Sounds good. And then history lesson, which KJ Kearney often talks about. He loves whatever he does. He loves to teach. He loves to educate. Even if he's just talking about food and food he likes to include some sort of a lesson in there. And it sounds like Creuset is getting involved. Maybe they'll be raffling off some prizes or something, or giving away trivia. Who knows? Sounds like it's going to be fun. History of red rice in collaboration with KJ Kearney and special guest Glenn Roberts of Anson Mills. $75 per person, and proceeds will benefit the educational mission of Black Food Fridays. So if this is interesting to you, which I'm sure this will be interesting to lots of people, you can email events@butcherandbee.com and get your tickets. And he's very excited to do something in person. I would love to go to this. We'll see. We're still wearing masks. The event is going to be outdoors. They have Butcher and Bee as a nice outdoor space, and they're selling tickets. Tickets by the table, so kind of like what Spolato's doing this year a little bit, where they're selling tickets by the pod instead of individually. So if this interests you, jump on it, because again, I'm sure this will sell out. I'm sure a bunch of people want to do this. I certainly do, and it's not coming up, so we'll remind you if they don't announce, soon that they've sold out. We'll bring it back up. I just wanted to go ahead and put that out there early.
Yes.
Anything else? I think we ran through it.
I think that's it. That's all we've got this week.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, y'all. Again, we're Charleston Culinary Tours. We are a food tour company. If you like, walking around and trying some food, or sitting down and trying some food with some history, check us out. We do it all. Drink-related events and experiences, whether it's seated or walking, restaurants, or a plated dinner. We do all that kind of stuff. You can find us at charlestonculinarytours.com, as well as social media.
At Charleston Culinary Tours on Instagram and Facebook. You can find us there. And definitely check out our Instagram again if you're trying to participate in that Eat Local month and you need some directions, some help. Our Instagram will be and Facebook will be a big help. We have plenty of suggestions on there for you.
Indeed. Thanks, Palmer. So yeah, you guys have a wonderful evening, a great week. We'll be here next Tuesday at 5 o'clock, and we'll see you then.
Bye. Hi, guys. Thanks for joining us for yet another Holy City Happy Hour here with me and Charlie and Charleston Culinary Tours. As usual, we hope you loved it. Hope you enjoyed our little news segment. If you did enjoy it and you want to catch us on the regular, please subscribe over here, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe over here. It doesn't matter. Let us know what you're feeling about the news format. If there's a segment you'd like to see, something you'd like to see us talk more about, something we're not covering in depth enough, let us know. We would love to hear what you guys want to hear. And we hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week. Bye.